Now, with Christmas on the way, it's that time of year when we all like to pick up a bargain. And if you're in the market for something a little different, then an auction in Newport tonight might have what you're looking for. Well, our reporter Ellie Pitt is there. Ellie, what makes this unusual?
James, this is a little bit different, this auction, because everything you can see here, the designer clothes and designer trainers, have been bought with cash from criminal activities. But tonight, crime doesn't pay, because all these luxury goods, well, you and I could buy them. They're up for auction. And if it's a little bit noisy, that's because there's a car auction going on as we speak. That's right, cars and bikes are up for grabs too. In fact, there's 80 items that you could get your hands on tonight, from handbags to jewellery to diamonds to holiday homes. And the man who'll have the gavel in his hand is Aidan Larkin.
Hello.
Aidan, how much are you expecting to make tonight?
Well, we've over £440,000 worth of items that will all go under the hammer this evening, from properties to vehicles to diamonds to luxury items, and they all are sold to the highest bidder with no reserve.
And tell me about where that money goes then.
So the money that we raise actually goes back into the public purse. It can be used for good causes, community initiatives, and sometimes, in many of the cases, it's actually used to fund the victims of crime as well. So there really is an important message for people to support these types of auctions.
And you say that there's no reserve. Does that mean that people could pick up a bargain here tonight?
If they keep their wits about them, there's no reserve. All the items go to the highest bidder. But I think when people get the public message behind them, they know that the money they're going to sort of spend tonight could be used for good causes. Sometimes they get a little bit carried away with a bit of auction fever, because not only are they bidding in the hall and bidding on the telephone, you also have bids coming in online. So people from around the world will be taking part in the auction tonight.
What do you think are going to be the hot products tonight? The good things that are going for the most expensive amounts?
It's so hard to keep track of the items. We have this type of auction every 2 weeks for government agencies all around the UK. But also things like the stainless steel Rolexes, the Rolex Yachtmaster. A lot of those items will have a waiting list if you're trying to buy them in the shop, particularly then when you also have the likes of the Gucci trainers, the Gucci items and the expensive clothing. That would often surprise us. It's second-hand clothing, but it can still sell for hundreds of pounds. We also have properties worth nearly £200,000, properties in Canada, properties in Croatia. So everything is going under the hammer this evening. But I think the property and the Rolex would be the standout items tonight.
And what kind of crimes have people committed that the reasons why these goods end up here?
Well, it comes to us in a variety of ways. Traditionally, the white-collar fraud cases, the likes of people involved in drug trafficking, all these quite horrible criminal stories in the background. And our role is a very important one. Despite the fun of the fair of auctioning these, we have a very serious responsibility to generate as much revenue. So it doesn't really matter the crime type. If they're seized and they can be sold, then that's our job and that's how we get involved.
And you're right, all the money goes to good causes, so it is a good cause auction. Well, it starts tonight at 7:30, but as Aidan said, you can take part online as well if you're looking to get that deal before Christmas.
Well, Ellie, thank you very much. I'm sure you'll be looking at some deals yourself. Wish I was there to do that too.